How you guys doing? I hope all is well. I have a story to tell you guys, and this story needs to be told. And I have so many emotions when it comes to this story because this story happened in my hometown, Detroit, Michigan. Yes, on the west side. And it's so sad. The lady that you guys see on the screen, she's 24 years old. She's young, right? She had her whole life ahead of her, but she decides to throw it away over a man. Over a man. Her boyfriend is 28 years old, and she took away a life. Do you understand? She took away a life. She didn't think about that lady because that lady she was 20 years old, y'all. This 24-year-old took out a 20-year-old. She set her up and took her out. Took her out, cold blood. And they had witnesses. And I just want to say thank God and thank anybody out here that has a voice. And if you guys are saying something, I'm glad that y'all spoke up and y'all spoke out. And she is now going to face life behind bars, life without parole. It took them years in order for them to get her down and to pin her down with something, because how they set it up so good. She set it up so good. It was almost like she have done this before. She was an expert in this. And this is a nasty love triangle that so many of us are in. Some of us have been in. This could have been us. That 20-year-old that's dead now, that could have been us. Or it could have been you, this 24-year-old girlfriend. She's a 24-year-old girlfriend. And I hope none of you guys would do that. And if y'all get to the point where you guys are with someone and you love them too much, where you would take out someone, just let's not do this love thing. Okay, love yourself, because now you gonna have to spend the whole rest of your life in jail. And she's up here crying to the judge like she want people to feel sorry for her. She is in denial, talking about she didn't do it. Girl, man, this makes me sick to my stomach, but I know the 20-year-old family got justice, and I'm sure they happy. So I would love to play some clips for you guys. How you guys doing? Hey, baby girl, that's my daughter. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Carla. Hey, Diana. How you guys doing? And I want to know, do you guys like me talking about these type of issues? Press 4 if you like this type of content on this channel. So I'm going to play a little bit more, and I do have the link up here, and I would love for you guys to come up here and talk to me about this situation, because this type of situation, it happened so much in our community. These love triangles, if you are a girlfriend or you are a wife and you feel like you need to take somebody out of here for your man, please leave this relationship, please. And she could have got away with it. That's the crazy part, that these people are killing people out here and almost got away with it. And the boyfriend, you knew. How could you not know your girlfriend did this? How could you not? You know? And it seemed like he was going to be quiet. He wasn't going to say nothing. So I want you guys to check this out. Let's take it from the top.
Court today in a murder case that just dragged on for years.
The 20-year-old Kabria Arnold was killed back in November of 2019. The college softball player was pregnant at the time. Today, the woman who pulled the trigger faced her family and a judge at sentencing. And Sean Lay is joining us on this story right now. Sean, I understand emotions were running high in that courtroom.
Absolutely. Emotions running high 4 years ago when this shocking shooting happened. A friend shooting her friend, now convicted of that. Let me take you inside that courtroom. You're right, packed with emotion today.
No punishment that you receive will ever compare to the pain and torture that you have inflicted upon us. There is no real justice, only incarceration for a sick individual monster who needs to be isolated in a cell, not able to see or hear or touch or come in contact with anyone.
The father and sister of Kabria Arnold finally getting the chance to have their say to the woman convicted in Kabria's shocking death that took place in November of 2019. Her name is Gabriella Brantley, the defendant, Arnold's friend. Kabria Arnold was just 20 years old at the time. She had so much life to look forward to, but was shot multiple times, her unborn baby also being hit by the gunfire. Police, prosecutors, and the jury finding that Brantley is the person who shot the budding nurse and softball star. The motive, apparently all of this over a man. Brantley also having her say at the sentencing, defiant to the end, saying she is not guilty.
Here I stand, labeled the bad guy, a monster, a cold-blooded killer. When the truth is, that's not who I am at all. The person who actually plotted, planned, and executed Kabria's murder is still out there.
Judge Sharon Walker having the final say in this ordeal, sentencing Brantley to life in prison without parole.
All over a man who didn't love you. Darnell didn't love you or Kabria. As far as the court is concerned, the jury got it right, and you're going to get every day that you deserve.
Yes. Darnell did not love you. That was the boyfriend name. Yes, Darnell. Darnell, this is the 20-year-old girl. She was dealing with this man named Darnell. He was 28-year-old, and he had a girlfriend. The girlfriend, let me put a picture of the girlfriend that y'all just saw in court. That was the girlfriend. She was 24 at the time. Mind you, this happened 4 years ago. Okay. She's up here crying. This is she was 24 at the time where she took her life away from her, when she took her life away from her. And it's so sad. Listen, 20 years old. This is the girl that she murdered. She's not here anymore. You know, her life has been taken from her, 20 years old, and she was pregnant with her first child. Ain't that sad? So let me tell you a little bit more about this 20-year-old. She always go to work. She was working at the grocery store, okay? Not too far from where her parents stayed at. She will always text her dad, let her dad know, hey, dad, I'm going to work. I'm coming from work. I'm going to work. She was in communication with her dad. And she is one of those girls that had a dad. The dad loved her. Dad was very much involved in her life. He said it was strange because one night, you know, they didn't get the text. Like, she haven't came home from work, and the job is right down the street. The grocery store is right down the street. And he said his 20-year-old daughter didn't text, because usually she'd text, say, I'm getting off of work, Dad. I'm on my way home. He said, no, that it was strange. So, and mind you, the next day she had an announcement to make. She wanted to, she had an event for her family, because she wanted to make an announcement, right? But the family didn't know what her announcement was or nothing like that. So the father and her sister, they said, let's go to the grocery store and find out what's going on. On their way to the grocery store, they saw a side street with a lot of police and, you know, things blocked off. So they said, no, turn over there. Let's see what's going on. Girl, once they turned that corner, their stomach began to get in knots when he saw his daughter's car. What? You see your 20-year-old daughter now, 20 years old, 20. She got off of work at 11:30, okay? 11:30 p.m. So, mind you, you got police cars, roads blocked off, everything. And then you see your daughter's car. Could you imagine how that feels as a parent? Whoa. So he goes, I'm sure heartbreak beating fast as heck. Like, what's going on? Please hope nothing happened with my daughter. Please hope nothing happened with my daughter. So he sees his daughter on the ground. Okay. And the horrible part about it is they're not doing like life support. He don't see them around her trying to pump the stomach or save her, nothing. So, girl, you know, that's just mind blowing to know that you just seen your daughter. She go to work back and forth, and now She's on a side street dead. Come on now, something not adding up, okay? So he had to identify his daughter. You know, he told, that's my daughter, and it was a hard case to swallow, okay? So once they did the autopsy about her, then they realized that she was carrying a baby. Yes. So wow, they didn't even know that. That was the next event planned the next day, because she was going to do a baby, a baby reveal, letting them know that she's pregnant. So they was just stuck, because they said when they were doing the investigation, it was no shell casings or nothing. Like it was hard to place what happened. They was going to get away with this. It was hard to place what happened. But what helped was she was pregnant. So they said, let me find out who the baby daddy is. They found out who the baby father was. The baby father was 28-year-old Darnell. And I don't got no pictures of him, because if I did, I'll put it up here. Darnell in Detroit. Darnell. So they had an interview with Darnell, police talking to him, and they find out that he has a whole girlfriend. Yeah, he had a girlfriend. So they brought the 24-year-old girlfriend in, and they wanted to question her, which is her. This is the 24-year-old girlfriend. They wanted to question her. They said when they got her in the room, she was very shaky. They asked her questions. She's adding more stuff to, she's not even answering the question, but she's adding more stuff, and they can tell it was something up. So she did say that she was at the scene of the crime. Okay, she did say. But she said she didn't do it. She said she was there, but she didn't do it. Then she said she brought him there. It was a whole bunch of mixed up. At one point, they brought both of them in, and they arrested both of them. They arrested her and the 28 Darnell. Now he would be, because this was 4 years ago. He was 28 at the time. He should be 32 years now. Okay, yeah. So they arrested both of them, but then they let them go because they didn't have enough evidence. They did not have enough evidence. Dang, right? So thank goodness we still have some good citizens out there that have integrity. Can we all say integrity? Integrity. Right, wrong. So the witness came forward, and they told what they saw, and they saw a woman come up, pull up, and shoot her twice. Then they said the woman drove off. Then the woman stopped. She backed up. She got out, and she shot her again. Okay. That's what they said they saw. And it took 4 years in the investigation. 4 years this girl been out. So now, they finally had enough proof. I believe it was another witness that came out as well. And now she's doing life. You guys should see here. They just came out with this news article, I believe 2 weeks ago. So, this is fresh. And this is sad. This is definitely sad. And I do want to play some of this part. This was a while back.
West Side in November of
when the father and the sister were speaking.
2019.
Kabria will be deeply missed. Her spirit, her energy. Not a day goes by that we all do not think about her or miss her presence.
The accused killer, Gabrielle Brantley, she was involved with Kabria's ex-boyfriend, and it's alleged she shot and killed Kabria and her unborn baby. Kabria's body left lifeless in the street. Brantley was found guilty of first-degree murder.
We miss our nephew was supposed to be here. My son doesn't have his cousin to play with.
Kabria's sister, Tiffany, reading a statement from their father, Kirk.
I would love to have more grandkids. We love being a part of Kabria's world and expected for her to have a full and happy life. But now the closest we can get to her is just to visit her grave every day. No punishment that you receive will ever compare to the pain and torture that you have inflicted upon us. There is no real justice, only incarceration for a sick individual monster.
What happened to 20-year-old Kabria Arnold was completely senseless. It's heartbreaking. It's totally sad. But even worse, she was about to welcome another life into this world. And that was all cut short because of the decision of another woman.
And that was her. Decision of her. You wrong. Oh my God, this is evil. Oh my God, over a man. And that's why the judge said the man did not want you. That man did not want you. And I'm going to play here a little bit.
Police, prosecutors, and the jury finding that Brantley is the person who shot the budding nurse and softball star. The motive, apparently all of this over a man. Brantley also having her say at the sentencing, defiant to the end, saying she is not guilty.
Here I stand, labeled the bad guy, a monster, a cold-blooded killer. When the truth is, that's not who I am at all. The person who actually plotted, planned, and executed Kabria's murder is still out there.
Judge Sharon Walker having the final say in this ordeal, sentencing Brantley to life in prison without parole.
All over a man who didn't love you. Darnell didn't love you or Kabria. As far as the court is concerned, the jury got it right, and you're going to get every day that you deserve.
Yes, 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 yes. So I put the link up. I would love for you guys to sit here and have conversations because so often we are entangled in these love situations and we need to talk too. James Gunn says, call me crazy, but I honestly understand why she did it. Some women snap when women don't respect the main girl. She got pregnant knowing he was taken. She knew it was a risk. Well, I disagree with you, James. First of all, you better snap back into reality because if that's the case, we need to scream this loud and clear. If you do this type of nonsense, you will be thrown in prison. Hell, they should have got her the death penalty, okay? What they say, the 30-minute gas, that's what your ass should have got. You have no right. I don't care what that man did or he cheated on you or another girl took your man. That does not equate to taking a life. Are you kidding me? You better snap out of it. If you ever feel like you need to be on demon time to take another life over a man that didn't even have the audacity to marry you, over a man that betrayed you, over a man that clearly didn't want only you, okay? You better take that up with yourself. Why are you still involved with a man that don't want only you? So what you gonna do? You gonna kill every person he cheats on with? That is just ludicrous. That's ludicrous. You don't get no excuse for me. Next case, line them up. What else y'all got to say about this? What else do y'all have to say? What else do y'all have to say? Hit that link, especially if you guys like this type of content. Let me know how y'all feel. Carla says she getting her A handed in there in jail. I hope so. I hope so. You never know. I hope so. It says James is one of those cheaters who think he's a pimp. No one has the right to kill someone over a man or woman unless it's self-defense. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you. Thank you so much. James came back. If your man cheated and got a girl pregnant, I'm sure you would have fantasies. No, that is sick, James. You need to get on your knees and stay there and pray. If you ever thinking about killing somebody over a relationship, no, that is so wrong. Somebody betrayed you, so you want to take out another person. You want to take out another person. And for the most part, you don't know if this 20-year-old girl, I mean, she was 20 years old. That man was 28. He was 8 years older than her. Come on. No. And you don't know if she knew he had a girl on the side or a main chick or whatever. Shit. She probably didn't know. And if she did know, it's still not an excuse to do it. If your man is cheating on you, then you leave him. If you leave, that's simple as that. They're not married. Even if they is married, get a divorce. Okay. But taking somebody's life out and end up losing your life because you're gonna have to spend the rest of your life in jail, that don't make no bit of sense. That girl, now she gotta lose her life. She's gonna be in jail for the rest of her life. Is that worth it? Is being in jail for the rest of your life worth it? No, it's not. And the man probably going off with another woman, getting married to another woman, honey. Okay. It's senseless. Me leaving and living my best life is the only fantasy I would have. I know that's right. CC29, most people know they murk the woman. They won't have the man. Oh my God. Because she still didn't get the man because she's doing life. She still didn't get the man. And did you hear what she said? She said it wasn't her. So who was it? The boogeyman? Who was it? The boogeyman that did it? Sad thing about the whole situation is this happens all the time. The news on social media hardly mention it at all. And that's why I want to have this conversation, because it needs to be had. And you guys can hit that link. I would love for you guys to talk about this and tell us your thoughts about this. But this 20-year-old girl, she's gone. This happened 4 years ago. She would have been 24 now. Her son would have been 4 years old. And this other woman took that away from her and her baby. How dare her? How dare she? And I think it was a setup. This is how I think it went out. I think this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that the main girl knew her boyfriend was cheating on her. And like I said, I don't know for sure, but this is what I'm thinking. So she set this 20-year-old up. She probably texts from her boyfriend's phone. They don't got no text messages. You know, I would think the police would have linked the text messages up. Because my thing is, why did she leave work to meet up with her? Like, was it a meetup or what was it? And I'm thinking she ain't meet up with her. Maybe she thought she was meeting up with her baby father, and maybe he said, meet me here, at this area, meet me around a corner from the grocery store, meet me on that street. And she probably pulled up in the boyfriend car and then told the pregnant girl to come to the car. And then she pulled out that gat and started, doing, pow-powing her. And then she came, they said she pulled back and then she shot her again. And she was laying out there in the street. I don't know, but that's what I imagine, because I'm just thinking, how did the 20-year-old and the 24-year-old meet anyway? I don't think the 20-year-old was meeting with the 24-year-old on purpose without the boyfriend being there. That's just awkward. What do we have to talk about? Why do we have to meet up? So that's why I think she was set up. I want to know, what do you guys think? Do you think this girl was set up, or do you think she willingly met up with the 24-year-old woman? Okay. What do you guys think? It says, baby girl, you are absolutely gorgeous. I like men. I'm giving you props. You go, girl. Okay. Yeah, who you talking about? So what else? Did James say something else? James says she should have never got pregnant knowing he was taken. Well, James, how about the man should have never cheated on his girlfriend? Have you ever thought about that, James? Or James, what about the man should have wrapped it up before he stuck it in? Come on now. James, you're sounding this is sad the way you think. It's really sad. But unfortunately, you have a lot of people that think like James. Demon D is a myth created. All right, so hit that link if you guys want to talk more about this. Hit that link. I want to know what you guys have to say. Feel free to, please, you guys, I want you guys to hit that link, okay? Hit that link. You guys say you like when I do these type of commentaries, but I need to talk to you guys about it. So I want you guys to hit that link. But this all that I have to say about this case right now. I'm so happy that this lady got her justice. Is not fair because she's still gone, but at least this woman here is behind bars, and she will always be behind bars. I want to thank her father, the 20-year-old father, for standing up for her, for always fighting the justice system to make sure it was justice for his daughter. Because a lot of these parents, they don't fight for justice of their kids. But this father, he did. So I want to give a big congratulations to this father and her sister for never letting up. I mean, this man lost his daughter, his precious daughter, you know? So I'm happy that he got his justice and he fought. And that's what a father does. And it's sad, you know. He lost his grandchild in this situation as well, with so much. Yep, over a man. It says black women, between there 2 to 4 million more of us than them. Of course, they're going to take us out. That's why we need to start an army. Okay. 4 years too long. Yes. Ladies need to stop sticking with men who will not just want you. Yep. Thanks, my lady. Y'all have a good chat. All right. Well, I'm going to get on out of here. I just wanted to bring you guys the story. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video. All right. DJ, where are you? Where are you?